Hello. Okay. Is that, you're going to start? Well, that's okay, yeah.
Hola, hola. Sí, bueno, muchas gracias. Bueno, chicos, un gusto verlos de nuevo acá. Como saben, estamos un poquito atrasados con las charlas. Calculamos que no va a ser más de 30 a 40 minutos el atraso. Sigue todo igualmente como estaba planeado. Y ahora calculo una charla que le interesa a muchos. Unity, un engine que se está usando mucho acá en la Argentina. Así que por favor un aplauso a Carl, que nos va a contar de...
Gracias. I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. The only thing I can say in Spanish is gracias, Ushuaia, Mendoza, Malbec. So, thank you for coming to here. I'm super excited for a lot of reasons. Okay. I'm going to talk about Unity 5 a little bit, but this presentation is a strange mountain, but what I want to talk is about the two different mountains you have when you make a game. You want to be successful at making games. And one of those mountains is, of course, the beginning, making a game. And that's hard enough, it's not always easy. Okay. And then the second mountain is, or tougher to climb, is making a game stand out. Making it possible that your game is successful. Okay. And this is one of the hardest things. So, during this presentation, and after this presentation, I really hope you better understand how we can use Unity 5 to make nice stunning games with the new audio that we implemented, the new graphic features we implemented, and things you don't want to do, and we're going to talk about that later. But also we're going to really focus this presentation on how do you grow your community. If you make a game, how do you find the community? How we generate money? How do you implement advertising? Quickly about myself, that's fine. This was last week at my house. Oh, there's no screen? Oh. Oh, that's why. I was thinking, maybe. It's strange here. Nobody responds to the screen. Okay. Okay.
This is the guy.
It's the regular Mac print. Okay, you're just going to see the quality is not good enough then for... Yeah. Okay, it's a bit low quality, but okay. So, that's me a few days ago at home. If you want to live where I live, I swapped my house. Okay. This is my car here under beneath. I told my wife she can, if she needs the car, she can use it. So, I'm Callewaert. I work as a lead evangelist at Unity Technologies. You can always email me, use my contact information. But I'm super excited to be here. And one of those reasons is meeting with indie studios. Okay. Yesterday I had the luck to meet with Nasty Cloud and also with Bigfoot. And this is for me super exciting. To meet, you should definitely talk to Gaston and Nicolas because it's really interesting to meet indies who really gave up their day job in the banking world to focus on games. and then being successful at it. That's why I love coming to Argentina. The passion is here. Everybody really focused on making the games. It's a phenomenal story. And I hope to come back every year here because I like Mendoza, I like Uruguay. I like the games. But another benefit of attending this presentation to the full end, and I'm going to give this link again. Okay. So one of the benefits is that you will understand more about Five and how to be successful. But also, if you fill in this link, you go to this website, you fill it in, then automatically there's a draw for somebody who wins a Unity License Pro. Okay? Nobody's interested, I see. Okay. But there is more. There is more. Okay. On the end of this presentation, I have a bag here full with money. And I will take 2 numbers out, and we're going to give out 2 Pro Unity licenses right here on the floor. Okay. Just to let you know, normally it's always me who wins those licenses. No, okay, I'm going to give it up. But before I continue the presentation, I would like to know you a little bit better. Okay. Raise your hand who has already made a game in Unity. Awesome. Raise your hand who's using Unity 4.6 already with the new GUI. Okay, that's really awesome. Okay. How many of you have already published a game put on the Windows Store or App Store or? Okay. Awesome. Okay. And who's using Unity Pro? Who's using Unity Free? Okay. Who's using Unity Crack? I thought everybody. Okay. So I'm not going to talk then about the GUI. I see vast majority knows already. This was in 4.6, a new system. I had to create buttons. But we're going to pure focus on Unity 5. Okay. So one of the things that we've done is physical-based shaders to make it more realistic, using new materials to do that. Who has access to Unity 5 beta? Raise your hand. Only a handful. We have to change that. Okay. Please email me. Okay. So I'm gonna get on and I start here. So we released a demo, the doll demo, of a character having, looking beautiful. But I don't prefer to do that. I can do it here. Show some other pictures. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open Unity 5. When you open Unity 5, the first thing you're going to notice is here is a sky. Okay, it's a skybox basically. Procedural one, you can change all the settings. But that skybox contributes to the lighting. Okay, you can open here a little object. Okay, now what we see is here a lion. Why a lion? I'm originally from Belgium. The symbol of Belgium is a lion. But there's no lions in Belgium, so I still don't know why we have that symbol. Okay, so this object that I have here is with the diffuse material that we know in 4.6. Okay, you don't feel it's integrated. It does look integrated in this environment. Okay. This environment that I have here is now changed. Look here, edit, and we have scene render settings. Click. What I see here is my skybox, and I have this skybox and the reflection. But what's really interesting is that this actually creates the light in my scene. Okay. I can actually here say also create an extra light, and specific creates this. Okay. You see already the nice difference already what happens right away. Okay. But let's go a little bit deeper in this. This is my regular diffuse material. Okay. And now we call it legacy because it's crap. Okay. If I remove it, and we have this, I'm going back to, you can already see the nuances in the lights here. Look here, and then at the back, the lighting becomes way better already. Because this is using the physical-based material. It looks really how the light bounces off on it and responds to it. And this skybox is lighting everything. So it's all the indirect lighting. Automatically, the bouncing is all there. And that's all real-time done. The global illumination, and thanks to the physical-based materials, we respond to that. But let's look at a little bit in that. That material, when I open this, Okay. What we see is totally artist friendly. Who's used 3ds Max, Maya, Softimized? Raise your hand. Only 3 people do art here. Okay. Who's a programmer? Okay. Who's an artist? Okay, 50-50. Awesome. So you should recognize this: the diffuse material, the specular, the normal maps, the occlusion. So really friendly to do. And we also have a secondary map now. What's the cool thing is about that, at compile time, for graphics programmers, shader programmers, you will know, at compile time it will automatically take out everything that's not being used. So your shaders are really more performance. Woohoo! Okay? So we have this now. We can easily drag and scale and drag and drop everything. But we see that there's a big difference. But look, let's see how that real-time responds to everything. Let's look at the specular, for instance. Let's bring in the specular. Nice, real time. Okay. Now we can say, let's do the smooth a little bit there. Wow. Okay. Now the normal map. We have a slider. Look here. I can nicely bring out the normals. All real time. Maybe the smooth a little bit more. Nice. What we can also do is occlusion. Real time. See, and nicely we bring out the occlusion here. All the darker areas. So you can also do emissive materials now. So remember, this is a physical-based material, works real time, also works easily on mobile in this case. Okay, it's mobile friendly, but also physical-based lighting. So look, if I'm going to play here now, you're going to nicely see, you're going to feel this object is totally integrated in the environment, thanks to the correct responding of the physical-based material of the light. And we can do a full round, but when we are here, I always say, okay. So I definitely will see the face here nicely with the occlusion culling. That's just a model I downloaded from the internet and drag and drop the material on it. So super simple to work with the physical-based materials, the lighting. Okay. Well, let's look a little bit more at this and open some other scenes. Pretty cool here, right? Okay. So let's go to the other one. I'm going to open here the doll demo. Okay. This is the same setup, the character. Okay. So I have my doll here. Okay. And let's play here. So what we see is we see the environment here, the 2 characters and other character here. Look, and I'm going to change the environment. And you see right away how the material responds to it. So I'm doing here different skyboxes. Pretty cool, eh? No? So you look here, click, click. Oh, come on. I don't like that angle. Give me something here, like. See nicely the integration. I love this. Okay. So what we see is here, this scene is basically, I have different skyboxes, and I just circle between them, and that's how the lighting works on the material. And there's all different materials. You can use this, we're going to put that up on our asset store. So here you can see, it's super simple. What we're going to do, we're going to make a little library of all different materials and put it up also, but that will be later. We really talked to Algorithmical, for instance. They totally integrated this already with our tools. So there will be a lot of materials on the library available to buy or for free to really make stunning materials. You can open another little project. Okay, and this one. Let's talk a little bit more about the indirect lighting. Okay. So, okay. Well, I'm going to make it from scratch. I'm going to explain it here. So we're going to create here a plane. Okay, and I'm going to get here my prefab, a little small house. Okay, okay. And I'm going to take that plane and we're going to scale this. Okay, so what we see in this scene, oh look here, what happens here in the bottom? You see that here in the bottom? It's already done. So there was a calculation going on to bake the light information. And this is a floating house I have. Okay, I'm going to move that. No. This is my camera. I have to learn to select objects. Okay. So I put my object on the ground, and I'm going to say this object is also static, it's standing still. So now you see here in the bottom, and lighting is calculating everything. What's going to happen, I'm going to calculate the direct shadows to bake it, and also the indirect lighting. But then you can change everything the moment it's baked. You can change everything at runtime. Okay. Right, let me show you here quickly in our PowerPoint presentation. This is baked one time, but now you can see all the different mood settings, and you can animate it, you can switch between them, are all done real time. All available for mobile. So global illumination, totally available for real time. So look here, everything is now baked. But look what we can do now. I can select the light here, and maybe change the intensity. All works real time. No calculation going on. Look now, I'm gonna say to the light here with the bouncing of the light. See? Do you see it? I don't know if you see it. Yeah. So you see the bouncing of the light. If I bring it the bouncing, it bounces hit the ground here and then bounces off. Okay? And in normal life, it's more like 1 or 2 that we're gonna use. Okay? And I can show how immense fast is this. Look, I'm gonna create here in a material. Red, for instance. I have it already here. Yeah. I drag and drop that red material here. See the differences right away on the bouncing of that area here? Look, see? Not red. Do you see the difference on the projector? Or is it too dark? Wait a second. It's hard to see here, eh? We can see that lights up a little bit. The projector is quite dark. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to adjust a little bit. Okay. Now we can see that the light bounces there on that area. Insane. Okay. I'm going to put it back to 1. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to say that, as I said, the skybox is lighting this also. The skybox hits it and bounces all over. Look, I'm going to take another skybox here. And I should somewhere have a skybox. I should, let me find it. I have skybox. Yeah. So I'm going to take a skybox and just drag it in. And you see right away how everything changes. Okay. There. It's hard to see the projector. So the skybox brings it in and starts to change it automatically. Okay. Now that skybox, I can rotate it. Look here. You go here and rotate that skybox. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say that light that I have on my scene, I'm going to delete it for the moment. Okay. So now you see that's a contribution of the skybox nicely to that. If I go to the skybox, I'm going to go to my skybox and rotate this now. Okay. But I can go to edit here in my scene render settings and say generate a light that matches my skybox. That skybox, we're going to add some shadow to it. Okay. And if I'm going to now rotate my skybox, automatically will respond to that. So go skybox, and the rotation, and you see the shadow, look here. You have the shadow here. Okay, we're going to rotate a little bit. See, and I have my shadow, I'm going to say put it here maybe. You have the shadow there now. So nicely, the shadow, it's hard to see here on the projector, but the shadow follows with the skybox. And this is all real time. So once you put it in, it starts to bake, and we call it auto baking. You can keep working in Unity, and you don't have to bake. So that's the power of a light. But we can also create materials who are emissive. If I select here this, I can say this material should be emissive, should be actually more like acting like a light. Okay? Now let me show you a nice example. I don't have the scene with me of the result of this. And I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to go to this movie file. Okay. Oh. Sorry, I need to learn to select. So this is running on a mobile device, real time. So what we see is here, those objects create emissive material. They contribute to the global illumination, the indirect lighting too, and the direct lighting. Okay. We have somewhere an opening here, but we have an opening here, and that is the direct light comes. So the shadows, you can put them to real time or baked. In this case, they were put to bake because real-time shadows are really costly on draw call. Okay, but those objects here you see are all animated. So the animated material, the image contributes to the global illumination. It's all real-time running on a mobile device. So pretty cool, huh? I love it. Okay. So I have the APK file and you can actually run it from a mobile device like that. It's pretty impressive. So what we also have here is reflection probes. This is something new. Okay. So let's continue here. Our PowerPoint. Okay. So the cool thing is already what we've seen is people using those physical-based materials and Enlightened, and we see already the results here. A nice architecture visualizations done by our users in Unity 5 beta. Another thing that we worked on is WebGL. So this allows you to play your games in a browser without any plugin, totally natively in a browser. And let me show you an example here. Okay, so here in Unity 5, the only thing you have to do is File, Build Settings, and you go here and you scroll and you go to WebGL. That's it. Okay, and click Build. Okay. But let's see an example. I never believe until I see it myself. Okay, and I'm going to go to here. No, you're going to have one problem with me. I play games, so I always have a difficulty stop playing games. So what I'm doing here is one of our famous games, that Trigger. And I'm going to play it here right in our browser, and there was no plugin needed. So this is running natively in the browser without any plugins. And I can play a little game here. Yeah, I get one here. So you see, this is the quality you get on a web game now with any plugin. Okay. But if you in this game, you can always use chickens. See? I'm gonna put some chickens, and I can lay back and get some money. Okay, pick up some money. Okay, so that was a quick example here. Okay, let's get me some money here. Yeah. You got it, yeah. And I'm going to close this now. Okay, I'm going back to my PowerPoint here. We also did a lot of improvements for 2D. Who's making 2D games? Raise your hands. Who makes 3D games? Raise your hands. Okay. Who plays games instead? Okay, good. So we did a lot of improvements on the physics for the 2D. We used Box 2D. I'm not going to show them all, but I can show you quick a few little things that we added that I find is really cool. I'm going to go here to my 2D effects. Okay. And open. Okay. So one of those is this one, but let's look at this one. No, yeah, this one is very important for me. Okay. Let's throw some money in the air. Okay, so we're throwing money in the air. Okay, but what we noticed is that the money goes through this platform, but when it falls down, it hits it. Currently in Unity 4.6, what you have to do is you have to say basically deactivate the collider. When it goes back down, you have to activate the collider again. So what we did was one-way colliders. So you're going to select here an object, like this object. And now we can see here is one-way collider. So you can define in which direction it's closed or open. Now one thing I want to point you out that I didn't know, normally when you do colliders, you can hold on shift to adjust this. You aware of that? Yeah. But no, you press shift and it doesn't work anymore. So I'm sitting there like, come on, is my computer broken or the programs are stupid? Okay? So no, there's a button here, make, create, edit, and collider mode. So you can go and edit, and then you work with there directly. You don't have to press shift anymore, and you don't select by anything else by accident. So that's fixed. Pretty cool. Okay. Another one is like here, a magnet, and we have a little bit of money, and when you do this, the money goes away, and when I do it, it's just the opposite. Okay. So how is that done? It's really super simple. You select the object, and the only thing you have to add is a point effector. That's it. Super simple. Yeah. Then another one here. This one, area effector. Like I want that the flow of one object here goes that direction, then that direction, then that direction, then that direction, and that direction. And how is that done? Super simple. You select the object, and you say add an area effector to D, and in which direction? 0. Super simple. Okay. Happy? Yeah. Everybody awake? Yeah. So, another thing that we've done allows you to make drunk faces. Okay. That kind of looks like. Oh. Too much Mendoza wine. Okay. So I don't have the demo scene currently. It's broken at the moment, but I can actually explain it. Raise your hand who has already used the mechanism or here the blend trees to make animations. Okay, it's pretty awesome. So look, normally you go from this state to this state, and you blend between those. Now we can go from this state to this state in one shot. We call it direct blend trees. That allows you to really do, in this case, face animations. Because look, I'm going to take the smile, open mount. I can from smiling to the open mount. But now I can take a little percentage of that state, of that blend shape, of that animation. And this allows you to do very fast facial animations in Unity. You can create the face animations in Maya to Cinemax, bring it into Unity, and play it from there. In Modo, basically. So that all works now. So it's pretty easy. The demo scene will be available on the App Store too. But also, if you work do a lot of mechanism stuff and more complex stuff, you want to start to pack everything up. And this is like you pack it up here in little packages, and then you have an entry node and an exit node. That's new. So you have all the state of all the different animations, like walking, and then all different walks, all different fallings, all different jumps. But you don't want to make all the connections from every walk to every jump, from every jump to every fall, or every kick. You would have millions of lines there. So what I do here, I put an entry node and an exit node. It goes in here, it picks one of those animations, and then an exit node. And the exit node goes to another state, but nicely blends between that animation and that other animation. You don't have to create all the lines anymore. So it allows you to really do more compact. And also have more control over it, to have a clean overview. But also what you can do is add a script directly to this. Like imagine now you make a shooting game. Or, yeah, you make a shooting game. And you put the script on, if I play that animation, go to that object, and then perform that animation. What can I do now? I can drag and drop on my shoot animation, automatically shoot the bullet. Just instantiate that bullet when I'm in that animation. So now I don't have to check if I play that animation. So what happens is you're going to have smaller scripts, really digestible drag and drop. It allows for the artist also to do this now. Another thing is that we integrated was a full new audio system. Our audio system was not the greatest one, so that's why we throw it out and we create a whole new audio system with an audio mixer. Who's an audio designer here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people, 5. Okay, I'm going to do a quick little demo so you understand, but also for the people who have never done audio, and they can start to understand what all the differences are and how powerful it is now. Okay. I don't have a demo scene, so I'm going to make something super simple here. I'm going to do a new scene. Okay. And I'm going to say create project. Okay. Okay, come on, baby. Okay, so we have Unity open here. Window 2x3. Okay. And what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import some audio files. Okay, and I should have an audio file here. I need to clean up my desktop. Okay. Okay, and I have here audio files. So I'm going to take those audio files, I'm going to drag and drop all in Unity. Okay, they're importing now. So one of the first things that we changed in there was you can now multi-select your audio files and do the changes. For people who have done audio files, you have to do one by one and go ballistic nuts. Okay. But I'm going to drag and drop here, like maybe this. I have that ambient sound here. Can I play here? Okay. I'm going to take this and plug it in. Is it okay? Yes. Okay. Okay, so we have an audio file here. This one like the rain. And I have another one here like happy. Okay? And this is more like sadness. Okay? So I'm going to drag and drop that both in my scene. Okay? What happens in Unity, this audio file, okay, will go play and go directly to the audio listener. The audio listener is on my camera. And my camera has here an audio listener, so it listens to that audio file. Okay? That's it. So it streams directly. That's in 4.6. So in 4 and 5 you can totally different now. you can reroute that sound file first to a mixer and do all different things on this. What we're going to do, we're going to create a mixer. We're going to create here an animation mixer. Create an animation mixer. Okay. Click on that. I'm going to dock it in here. Basically dock it here for the moment. Okay. So I have the audio mixer. Then I can say, look, I'm going to make here the audio mixer. I'm going to make new groups. I'm going to make 2. Okay. Is that here? And I'm going to call this one happy and this one sad. Okay. So look here, happy. I'm going to say that my audio file, like I have here the background, and background audio is, yep, is the happy one. I'm going to say the output, you're going to go actually to here, to happy. So the audio file will go to this slider. Okay? Then this master object, all the audio files together will go then to the camera to listen, to the audio listener. Make sense? Okay. Sad, I'm going to say here like the rain, the sad, I'm going to drag and drop in there. Okay. Now, I'm going to press play. I want to adjust this in play mode. And you can do that. Look at this. Edit in play mode. You can do your changes and guess what? They saved. They're not changed. Okay. So, look, I can play on this one. I can do this, and I can work with that. Okay. But this allows you now to really fast put all your audio files in there, also your audio effects, shooting, everything in that. But look what we can do. And this is really cool. Is audio snapshots. So imagine now in my game when I press play. Okay. I want to have a state where my character is really happy. Okay, and it's not sad. But sometimes he becomes sad. I want to change the mood in my game. Well, we're going to do that. Look, I'm going to create snapshots. Snapshot, sad. I'm going to create a snapshot, happy. Here in sad, I'm going to do this. I'm going to like the depressing rain. Okay? And when it's happy, automatically goes to this. So you see, I have no snapshots. Okay. Oh, and but the reason why I stopped is because my audio files are not set to loop. I'm going to put them to loop. Okay, let's play. So look now, I have here the snapshot, sad, sad and happy. And at runtime, you can interplay between those. You have an API on transition over time from this one to this one. So you can make a different snapshot super easy. Okay. Now what you can also do is, I can make another snapshot. Okay. Call it something. And now I can go to change this image. I'm going to say back happy. Okay, a little bit sad in there. But I want an audio effect on it. Look here. I can say here add. And I can now say maybe echo on there. And I can change that, the echo, the delay. Okay, I'm not an audio guy. Okay, so you hear already, I can add another audio effect to it. Okay, add a high pass or something. See, like the high pass you hear now. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally screwing up. Okay. Okay. So you can see now I have my different snapshots. Okay. Super simple. You can also do proper ducking now. You can send them here. You can say like and ducking. A nice example is when you're going to use. Imagine you do shooting. You want that all the audio files duck. All the rest goes lower because you want to play the audio file. And it's really simple. How you do it is you're going to click here on add, and you're going to say here send. When that audio file is played, send to this audio file maybe. Then I can say here add or receive. Here After Effects or send before, I'm going to say send or receive. And what are you going to receive? You're going to do the ducking. So in that way, when you shoot, you can reduce all the audio files. Okay. So that's a really quick overview. There's a lot more about audio. I can spend a few hours on it actually. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let's go back to PowerPoint here. Okay. There's a lot of other features implemented in Unity 5. So we have a new plugin inspector. Who does multi-platform development here, like for the Windows, iPhone, Android in one shot. So yeah, okay. So you're gonna probably deal with it. You probably bought some packages from Prime 31, and you want some DDLs uploaded when you build for your Windows phone or your iPhone. Okay. Well, you can automatically do that now. You can select your DDL and right-click on it and say you're uploaded when you build for that platform. Okay. Yes, we have a 64 editor. Now we can drag and drop massive objects and massive data in your editor. Okay. We also upgraded to physics, the NVIDIA Physics 3. It's much more performance. Test out in Unity 5. Test out the physics. Yeah, also metal support out of the box. Works like that. You don't have to do anything. But let's talk about the second mountain. If you make a game. Okay. Who here has already made a game and had difficulty to find players for a game? Only 2 people, the rest found all games. All, that's great. Okay. Okay, oh no. First I'm going to talk a little bit about our cloud build really quickly. I'm going to skip this a little bit more. What is, I'm going to skip this, I'm going to show, here we go to here, cloud build. Who has already used our cloud build? Yes. Only a few. Raise your hand who has never heard of Unity Cloud Build. Okay, then I explain it then. In Unity, when you press the build button, what do? You sleep a little bit. Okay, do you agree? Okay. Now you're going to say you want to export the game to iOS, Android, and the Windows phone. What do is you click build, then you switch the platform. Okay, then you wake up, you do your build, you sleep a little bit, and that continues that process. So you do maybe 2-3 builds a day if you want to do full multi-platform. Okay. What you actually do now, you can do is take your project and with SVN or Perforce or GitHub, upload it to the cloud. Okay, you store it in the cloud, your store in the cloud, and then you have a dashboard. You can click build. So you don't have to click build in Unity. Automatically, each time it detects a change to Unity, you commit it to it, and push automatically makes a build for you and sends it to your device, or sends you an email, and it's done. Okay. So how does it work? Simple. You commit, it builds it, and it sends for you to test it. You don't have to change anything. Who works with Who here uses Perforce, GitHub, or SVN? Okay. Okay, great. So for you, nothing changes. The only thing you have to do is copy paste the link in the dashboard, and that's automatically done. I'm going to show you here. So this is the dashboard, but instead of PowerPoint, I'm going to go here in the internet. I don't have it. It's not on. Okay, sorry. So I'm going to show them PowerPoint. Okay. So you go to your dashboard. It's a web page you go, and the only thing you have to do is start a new project and copy paste your GitHub or Perforce or SVN link in there, and you start to do your build. You click build, and it automatically builds it. You can actually do the build for multi-mobile device too. It lists all the projects you have, but also you can add other people to it, to the project, all your friends, and automatically sends them an email, hey, download the game and play it. Okay. For iPhone, of course, you have to do the UDN, but for the Android, nothing. Just put the name, the email in from your person, from your friend, automatically, and the team builds it. Gives you a log file, and that log file allows you to say who broke the project. Okay. Gives you some stats on how many builds you had that were positive. So you can add people here, the names to it. It's super simple. See, you add it to it. So how does it work? You fill in here your URL from your GitHub personal SVN, and that's it. And you click build, and automatically sends you an email. Super simple. Normally when I have internet connect, I open the dashboard and I do a build of my project, and then it sends an email to my phone, open it, and I play it there. It comes with full support and a manual, because if you do for iOS, you have to create a P12 file. I never heard of a P12 file, and it nicely explains you step by step how to do it. There's a few 4 or 5 steps, and that's it. Why should you use it? Because you can collaboratively work together, build it, and everybody gets an email. So you spend a lot less time on building. I think nobody who is a build engineer here? Okay. So we have one, nobody wants to do it. Okay. So you want to skip it, so you don't have to do it. So it works with Unity Pro. Currently it's in beta, it's totally for free. If you're interested to be on the beta, just email me and I'll put you up on the beta so that you can test this all for free. But what I want to talk about is the second big mountain. Okay, and I know I don't have too much time, but when you make games, and that's why I'm going to talk about Unity Every Player in Cloud, it's about discovering the games. Okay. So I want you to understand how can you build a community, how can you find players, how can you engage your players to bring new players to your game, okay? And how can you make money from advertising. The first thing you want to always do is connect with the community. If you have a few players, you want to connect with them. You can use Facebook, Twitter, all social media to connect with them. Who uses social media to connect with their community? Okay. So that's where we want to help you to make that process finer, to make you help be successful making games. Okay. So the biggest challenge is, when you make a game, is finding players. But what I found really interesting is actually, if this is a wrong question, how can I find players? You really should ask the questions, how can I find, as a game developer, sorry, you don't ask the question, how can I find players? You actually ask the question, how can the players actually find a game? How do they find a game? If you understand that procedure, from a marketing and evangelism viewpoint, that is what you have to understand. How do they find your game? Okay. And what have we done? We went to 3,000 gamers and asked them, how do they find games? Okay. And this is interesting. Most of them found new games because they asked friends, or their friends were showing the games they were playing. Another thing was the App Store. They go to the store and they see the games there who were featured. One of the core elements that people find games or start to play a game is when they see a movie of in-game play or a trailer of a game. And that's where they want to say, wow, I want to play this game. If we add the heavy players to it, heavy players are people who spend easily $10 a month on a game, easily spend 10 hours a week playing a game. Yeah, that's me. And I spend more than $10 a month. Together with my daughter, we spend a lot more. So, that's so interesting. What we see there is that when we look at the segmented players, the heavy players, a huge percentage finds it through video games. Because they see videos and they start to play a game because of that. And that's interesting. And that's why we created Every Play. Okay. Every Play allows you to play a game. People play your game, they press the record button or automatically records it, creates a movie file, and you can do facial recording and submit it to a network. Okay. And also share with that metadata. And I prefer to show it actually totally hands-on, if you don't mind. Oh, sorry. Okay. Just gonna go to my phone here. Okay. And I'm gonna my Facebook. Okay, you're gonna plug it in here. Okay, Carl. And just okay. Okay. I hope the internet works here on my phone. Okay, it's not really working. Okay, so what I'm going to do, normally I go to my Facebook and I show there's a recording of a game. Okay, and I click on that, and then automatically takes me to a page where I can buy the game or install the game. Okay, yeah, I have a lot of games, yeah, and that's my problem. Okay, so then it takes me, yeah, it will not work, I think. I do roaming even, so it's not really working. Sorry. So I'm gonna show the thing I can show is this. Okay, this is a game, Skyline Skaters. I'm gonna play it. Okay. Okay, and click. Clean. Get that open. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to play the game here. Okay. And continue. And I'm going to play. Come on, baby. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to not play good. I'm going to make sure I lose here fast. So what happened, the game has started to record already. Okay. And the police catches me. And I got caught. Okay. What's more cool here right away, it's us, it's me. Okay, it shows me all the stats here. Now look here, it says this. If I share it, you can see, I could share and I get extra points. What I can do is share here, and now it should load. So it loads my movie file automatically from a recording of my game, and I can click share. And then I share it on my Facebook, on my Twitter, and on my Everyplay network. Okay? So people are going to see on the Facebook you playing a game in a movie file. If they click on the movie file and see it, automatically I can go to the link to buy it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to do it here with on PowerPoint, explain it more. Okay. So you play the game. And so you go to, as a user, I go to Facebook and I click here. Wow, I see this game. It plays it, a movie file, and I click and I can buy the game. It takes you to the store. We have also a dedicated page on all movie files, mobile and on the web, where people can go and see all movie files of gameplays. Okay, I'm going to go back to that one because I want to show you hands-on how we do it. Okay, so you play the game, and you can click here, share. Then it adds metadata to it. You can define the metadata. Share it. Another example is Ice Race. What they did when the game starts up, it says watch replays, so you can see other people playing. You keep the people in the network of playing games. Okay. Share. So there's a lot of games already using it. Hungry Shark. Small companies like Angry Birds. Okay. It's an indie studio. Okay. You might have heard of an indie studio. Okay. But look, think about this now. More than 800 games using Everyplay. Recording already. But we have 18 million registered users who are watching those movie files, who go to that network, seeing people playing games. If you think about that, you make a game, you make the recording possibility in Unity, and you automatically have access to that 18 million users. People, hey, you submit the movie file, people start to see your game, and that's how you build up your network. Then they share, they start to record those magical moments in the game and share them with their community to grow your network, to grow your revenue. Okay. At the moment we have 6 million replays there, but the real interesting, it's all for free. You don't have to pay anything for this service. Okay. So how you integrate in Unity? You're going to create an account. You're going to download the Asset Store package, and you're going to test it, and then you're going to use the API, start recording, stop recording, play after recording. I'm going to quickly show you in Unity how you actually do it. Okay. I'm going to go here to Unity. Okay. And I'm going to go here. Okay. Scenes. I opened the wrong scene. There's one. Okay. It's really simple. I have a little game here of my character running, an endless runner. Okay. And I have to turn. Oh yeah, so it's endless running. Okay. But what I want to do, I want to share the moment I hit my high score. And just before I start to record it, and then automatically submit it from, haha, you broke that high score. So I went to the Asset Store, download the Asset Store package. And then it's super simple. I wanted to start the recording the moment I hit my high score. And that's the script you use. Okay. Super simple. Okay, I can show here. Okay. Come on. If I break my high score, start the recording. Okay. It's very difficult, eh? Okay. No, I want to stop the recording when my character dies. Well, I have a little script here, Turner. Okay. And what I do is here, when my character dies, here, when the character dies, I'm going to stop the recording, and I can replay it automatically back to share it, and I can add here metadata to it. I'm going to say, add the score to that file. Okay? Now, what can you do with that score? It's really simple. You can go to your dashboard. I'm not here. And this is the website. You go to here. You log in, and then you're going to say for that game, you can type the sentence you want with the file of score. So I said, I scored so much, can you beat me? So you really engage your customers to play a game, to beat it, and to really grow your community. Okay. So, now this is really interesting if you think about that, and that's why we're working on the roadmap. The heavy players who spend 10 hours a week playing, who spend $10 a month on games, are actually very social. They like to share everything. They like to show they play their game. Okay. Now, with every player, they can record the movie file and share it on a network. But that's why you want to create the Everyplay network, okay? The social aspect of it. Look, that sharing menu you saw was blue. Now we can change it in all the colors you want, so it really matches the game. But this is Everyplay now. Automatically you're going to have a slide out. People can submit their movie files, but respond with movie files. You can play a game, and then, okay, you record it, and you say, okay, I don't know how to get over that level, I have a difficulty. Submit the movie file. Somebody can reply with a movie file. So you can have really a communication going on about the gameplay. Now, you as the monitor on that social network, you can remove things, you can change things around, and also the notifications, you can totally control that. But what's really interesting is now, while I'm playing a game, I can get a notification from another player. Hey, I broke your high score, see here in the movie file. Yeah. So it's about really growing community. So who's interested to integrate Everyplay in the game now? Okay, it's awesome. Okay, I know I have only a few minutes left here, and I'm going to do it quick. If you think about this, 95% of mobile players never pay for the game or never play in-game. That's huge. Who makes also free games here? Okay. So you want to monetize on that. Okay. Now you can do to advertising. A lot of people see advertising as evil and bad and ugly. Right? But what if the users actually like ads? And that's why what we do is with Unity we have an ad network now. But the ad network is only about games. So when the players see gameplay, they accept it way more. Okay? Okay. We have, I don't know if place, no. Okay. So here's a nice example we have. Another place. No. Okay. So we have full screen advertising. We have video advertising and reward video advertising. And reward video advertising is when you play a game and you say like, you want an extra life? Well, you have to watch this movie file and then you get an extra life. Okay. There's a nice example like full screen advertising. Okay. It's a video also, like the game like Sonic Dash uses this. So you have big players using it, and Sega really nicely made a comment about us. It's very nice, I appreciate it from them. Okay, also Hungry Shark is using it. The Indie Studio, Angry Birds is using it. So about, we share about 60 and 100 million ads a day through the Unity ad network. And why would you use it? Well, we want to make a game engine that actually makes money for you. Okay? Instead of taking money, we want to give you a percentage. Also another thing is we paid this year already $20 million out to our community who uses advertising in their games. That's significant. I integrated my advertising about 5 years ago in Unity. It's a game I have never worked anymore on it. I never update it anymore, just advertising, and I still make up every month like $300 on it. I don't do anything, but it's really cool to get every month $300 to buy a Mendoza wine with it. A nice steak. Okay. But also, why do we do video game advertising and not like advertising of vacuum cleaners? Because it pays out way more. Okay. Those are the payments we do out there, $7 instead of like 25 cents or $1. And this is also interesting. Who has multiple games? Yeah. So now we have also the possibility that you can promote your one game and the other game totally for free. You don't have to pay anything. You make your movie file, you make your image, and then you upload to our network. Hey, there's a dashboard, and then you can advertise in one game, another game. You don't have to do anything. But the real cool thing is here. Two companies can come together and say, hey, can you make advertising in my game, and you make advertising in my game? You don't have to pay anything to us. You can do your deals on your own. You can also integrate, do advertising. You can do an ad campaign. You can advertise your game to our network, to all Unity games also. And the thing is, how do you integrate this now? I'm going to quickly show it. Okay. The first thing you have to do is you're going to go here to our website, here, Unity Ads, you register, and you're going to get a unique number for a specific advertising. And you copy and paste that unique number, and then you go to Unity. It's super simple. Okay, I'm going to go here to Unity 5. Okay. Right here for the project. I made here for myself a little 2D game, and I'm still working on it, but it should be soon released. Okay. It's a little runner game. I have to fix the button here. Okay. So, yeah, but what we want to do is when the character dies, and when I pick up something wrong, I want advertising to pop up. Okay. And how can I do that? It's super simple. I have here a little script. Restart the game. So when the game restarts, I want to pop up the advertising. Okay? It's very simple. You have to go here. And this is, and when you go to our manual for the advertising, this script you copy paste it, and you paste it here. And what you do is here, you're going to say here, you're going to initialize the advertising, and that's a unique number. Okay? And if you go to the dashboard, you can go to that number, and then say, well, that advertising should be an image, should be a movie file, or should be a reward movie file. And then you do here, and when the advertising is done, I say, our ad is not available, or restart. Okay? So it's super simple. You copy and paste that, and you copy and paste this one. So what we do on function awake, because the moment the game starts, you want to load in the background the advertising. My advice to you is this: if you integrate advertising, don't do like me. I learned a lesson. Put as many places of advertising you can. But in Unity dashboard, you can deactivate them. Okay. When the player starts to play, you can then activate that advertising and see where should I activate it the most effective. You can play around to that. Because you cannot, if you make a game and you start to put more and more advertising in, people will not download an update for more advertising. Okay? So put it in first, deactivate it, start up, and then start to activate it to see where's the most effective to get the advertising and the players don't leave your game. Okay. So, let me go back here to my PowerPoint. And we're coming to the end. I know I'm a little bit over time here. I just want to also invite you, Monday, we have at the MS Campus a whole day Unity workshop where we're going to sit down and teach how to make a full game from begin to end, a 2D game. We'll do it also on Tuesday in Uruguay. You can always take the boat and come to party with us there. And I want to thank Microsoft for this, because Microsoft made this all possible. The Microsoft team is somewhere maybe here. And I want to thank them to make this possible, this workshop. So feel free to come out, it would be great. If you have technical questions, I will be there too all day to help you with technical problems. And this is the most important link. Okay? You can always email me with questions, and this is when you want to learn about the ads and integrating the every play, and how you can make your game more successful. I hope you learned something, that we see Unity 5 will allow you to create more stunning games by the graphics specific, the physics, but also the audio. Okay. Another important thing is that I hope that you learn from this that, hey, integrating every play will help you to build your community. If you make free games or advertising or reward advertising, drives you more revenue. Okay. Okay, and also discoverability. But the most important thing is we give this back, and yeah, bye-bye. So, I need a... Okay, this... There's no number on mine. Okay. The number is 26. 26. I saw only the last two they told me. 26. Nobody has 26? You 26, the last number. Okay, where's the organizer? So you have to look at the two last numbers. What's that? And it's 26, the two last numbers. You have it? Okay. What's that? The ID card. Yes. Nobody? There? There? Okay. So we're just going to check first.
Termina en 26. Exacto. Correcto.
Woo, yeah! Congratulations. I'm going to take the information and I give you a license. But you have to stay here because I need your email. Okay? Or you don't want it? Okay, and the next number is 39. Yeah? Woo! Well, there's two. That's good, huh? If there's two people, that's okay. Yeah. 10. So we have two winners. So, yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, one more? Yeah. Yeah, there's no, if they have 39, yeah, then there's no problem. Yeah, you have to, yeah, can you check? Yeah. Okay. I have already 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think my boss will be mad. It's his problem. Yeah. So I thank you so much, and I'm gonna go walk outside, and if I feel free to come ask questions. But more importantly, if you have a game made with Unity, please come to show it to me. I like playing games. If you made a game and it's on the App Store, please send me a link so I can buy it, because I can write it off at the company. I like to play games. If you have technical questions, reach out to me. Tomorrow Arturo is here also. He's the evangelist for South America. But when it comes down to Argentina, I always come. It's great. I love the community here. It's awesome. So, gracias.